Alright guys, welcome back. We are back for Top Cut for BCS Spain 2025. And if we're going to be transitioning over to the match screen right now, we are going to be able to see the game slowly kicking off between Stylers and Norman.
Egg fried breakfast.
Yeah, I believe we're looking at Shojodoji Vs Levidras, which is actually going to be a pretty interesting matchup, actually, all things considered.
Great. It's the greatest deck of yesterday versus the greatest deck of today.
Yeah, we've got players. So the thing is, as well, like, both Stylers and Norman are, like, pretty well-known players, especially in the European scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Stylers, I believe Austrian. And the thing is, like, yeah, like you can see Doji coming out like versus Levidras. Like the thing is, we haven't seen Doji today or Levidras at all. Actually,
We saw one Levidras in Swiss.
Oh yeah, because I thought he was playing Ghost Chase. No, I was about to get cooked. I think it's interesting, like that we're only just now seeing like what's arguably like one of the best decks in the format in Joji. Because like we saw it dominate previous events and like show up like maybe 3-4 times throughout the day, and today's just like the first time.
I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. It's the greatest deck of yesterday versus the greatest deck of today.
Because the interesting thing as well is like we've seen some of the top cut decks, and like you're looking at things like, for example, like we have another Dayusha player in top 8 or top 16, and like it's the kind of decks that like you'd think would fall by the wayside, but like they just don't seem to, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, I think it's just like the people on it are just so consistent at these kind of decks. They just know it so well.
Yeah, it just feels like it's the kind of situation like because if you know your matchup, like it's just insane.
You're seeing a little bit of damage tonight come out of the Levidras player. Makes a lot of sense. You know, you want to take this slow, build up to your actual like Levidras turn, start putting some markers on your opponent's boards. These marker placements are going to be very interesting to watch as well. Where they're going to be placing them.
Unfortunately, like Sai's going to be going straight to 2, which like it's not a terrible spot for Doji to be in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Empireo coming out. It's always amazing to me how quickly like Empireo comes out onto the board. Because things like the fact that he went first means like the Divine Skill isn't going to be coming out now, but it also means like all of his attacks are going to be poking Norman.
And like finding another Empireo.
Because the trouble is like Shojodoji scales with CB, but the trouble with like Shojodoji trying to do like a 0 to 6 turn is the fact that like their opponent's in a position where they have all this damage to hit defensives, and if they hit them, like Doji can't really do anything about it. Ooh, we see the Fossa coming out, and he does put the Levidras into Soul, so he's going to be generating those 3 markers. And like you were saying, like, I think the marker placement is going to be like really crucial here.
Yep.
Yeah, he just gives the both front rows. He goes, yeah, I'm good. I just need to see this go off. Yeah, and he's got the habitable zone. Oh, Mystiarch Habitat, sorry.
The habitable zone is
rank 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna the CB1 gonna let the I am blanking on the name. The Musketeer attack from back row.
Yeah.
Yeah, first strike's going to be a heal there. It's going to be a rough one. Yeah, his opponent going straight to 2.
Heal down to 1 as well.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. Yeah, opting to pop the dual nation here. Swinging for what are we looking at? 30-43?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his opponent's going to 3 damage already. And I think the thing that no one's like least happy about here isn't even going to 3, it's seeing his opponent heal down to 1.
Yeah, I mean, also seeing the that grade 2 go to damage as well. Yeah. Not really where you want it to be.
It's okay to cheese, but the thing is, you only need like a couple in circulation, right? So it's like as long as he's just seen 1 or 2, I think he can claw this back.
Yeah, but I don't think he's seen any yet.
The one thing I am wondering to myself is there ever a world here where you just kind of like try and like dose out your damage a bit more, like spread it out, or do you just like go all in here and just keep trying to go all in until you kill?
I think you just...
Because I guess like Levy just doesn't scale with CB with the way that like Doji does, right?
No, I think the Doji player needs to start putting some pressure down.
Because the interesting thing for me is like, in this matchup, in my eyes, I view Levidras as being like the completed image of like Magnolia, like Magnolia Mask. And I know Magnolia has a really good Doji matchup. So I'm kind of, in my mind, like this seems like really Levidras favored. Because like they're able to take those hits because they draw so much. And their numbers are just so big that they can't really go even with Doji Hand. Or rather, Doji Hand can't go even with their numbers. So I feel like you end up spending a lot more resources trying to stop your opponent than you are going to be actually trying to get ahead.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case but I feel like they're just gonna also have a rough time trying to push damage through with these markers on the board.
Yeah, I think that's why that heal was so devastating, because like not only is he gonna struggle getting that, and he sees the nectar as well. So yeah, he's gonna be going for those high crit plays. But the trouble is, like, Norman's position here is he has to like push that damage, but he also has 2 cards that get like soft PG'd for free.
Yeah.
Which is like again like just another spot where I think it's such a rough matchup for the Doji player.
Mobbing the marker. Minus 10k, draw 1. Interesting that he's choosing to pull it to where that marker is.
Well, because the trouble is, right, like as a Doji player, you don't want him putting things in drop, right? Because it's like accessible to Levidras, so they just revive it.
Sunrise coming up here. Does he have the option for Divine Skill this time?
Well, I think if you're Levidras, like you're definitely going for the Divine Skill, right?
Yeah, I was just wondering if he actually has it there.
Yeah, it's all going to depend if he's able to generate those markers, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're about to find out. Yep, that's the Levidras, the DSR coming down. So yeah, we are going to be able to... It's going to be able to generate 3 markers here.
One for the... each front row, and then one
And then
for
one to
ourselves. No?
Sure. And here's the question: is he about to remember that he has to put one to himself, one to his opponent in his divine skill?
Yeah.
It looks as a there we go. We're remembering. That's important. But I think it's a really easy thing to people to miss, right? Because you remember the end state of the markers, and it's easy to forget that the divine skill doesn't necessitate you give one to yourself and one to your opponent. As always, you're going to end up going your first Vanguard swing.
Crit trigger.
Crit trigger is pretty huge. Critical, yeah. And then you're going to see the Huli. Because I reckon here you're going to swing with the Anatagaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're going to swing with the Musketeer, popping it. And then you're going to move the squirrel behind the squirrel and make it as big as possible and just go from there. 71 columns is insane. 71 into 51.
Those are not small numbers.
That is foul work. Yeah, that's going to be 2 damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 2 PGs hitting the damage zone. That's rough. Especially into Levidras. Like, their numbers get so big. That, yeah, I mean, no one's kind of sad. They're going like, is my journey over? 51k. Has he got it?
Doesn't look like it.
He's going to 40k shield. And like, even if he guards it, like, what's left, right?
Persona Ryan.
He's going to start feeling he needs another 15k shield. Has he got it?
Yeah.
He's just about got it, yeah, but it's at what cost?
It is a Persona.
But at what cost, right? Of course, he has his Persona, right? And that's all well and good, but is that enough?
I don't think so. It's all going to depend on what the rest of this hand is actually looking
If you just look at Levidras' hand, it's so big.
Yeah. But it's only going to get bigger. Like, no multi-attack here, but realistically.
Yeah.
Swing miss.
What do you could hit that behind the banger? Is that critical? Oh, it's just the SIR, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's just the crit. That's 14, 24. Yeah, that's rough. And yeah, he just needs the 2 bodies and soul. And yeah, he's just going for the unprecedented plus, yeah.
I think this might just be over.
I think you have to Soul Blast the Doji here, unless you have another one in hand. Well, I mean, I suddenly hope he's got another one in hand here, because otherwise he's just ditched his Persona Ride revival. Like, because this would be his chance, right?
Yeah.
That's just going to be a 23. Has he got it?
I think.
But on 2 damage, you can just
say
no-bender, right?
He's just going to drop OT, say OT
Let's
plus.
check. Ojigishi and a crit. Now, the crit is nice, but
Is it enough? No, to be honest.
probably not, no. I think there's a way you just take it here just to take the 2 damage, have the CB to work with, because he's on 5, right? He's dead.
Yeah.
He's with a hand like that, he is
like
practical.
3 in hand.
Yeah, his hand is 3.
PG in bind, but like.
Or even if his hand's at 3, like, he's got more than 3 attacks coming, right? So like, he's taking it. So I think his style is you just take it. You're like, to hell with it. I'll just deal with it later.
Bank on an OT here. Maybe that's what he's thinking. He's like, my opponent's only way to like realistically live is like an OT here. I should just like stay low, just
he
in
just
case,
dumps it, he goes
so I
like,
have
screw
another
it,
time
no.
to go for. You know?
Yeah, he goes like, now even if he OTs, I don't die on the clapback from the OT, so...
Exactly.
And has he got, and he's got the Persona Ride as well.
Yeah.
is currently thinking. He's like, what am I going to put into Soul here? Yeah, we're going to call the Huni out. Probably reviving now to Gasta here if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Eric.
One on top. Ooh, so yeah, you know what that is.
Yeah. That's looking like a trigger to me. That's an extra revive.
Certainly, and yeah, I think that might just be it.
And then Levidras just to seal it out. You have 1 for me, 2 for you.
Yeah, neg the whole column. Because yeah, the thing with Levidras is he can never put markers on the same cycle twice. Like, no, in the same,
in
the same prop.
skill, yeah. Oof.
Yeah. And behind the Vanguard, he's got a unit to retire. Like, first check, that's a critical, and second check, that's a perfect guard, and yeah, that's going to be game.
Unfortunately for Norman, his tournament run does end here.
Unfortunately, you know, for some people, the thing with top 16 is it is obviously more people making the top cut, but it also means you have one more round that you're going to have to just keep winning.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the end of the day, it seems like today everything's coming up stylers,
Yep.
and it is what it is.
Turns out, you know, the deck with the nurse support is just a little bit better.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just down to the fact that like Levidras is able to stabilize in situations that Doji can't keep up with.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, like the thing with it being just like Master Magnolia is the numbers it pushes are just more than Doji can plus, and the early heal meant that Doji had to try and like 0 to 6 him, or like 1 to 6 him, which is really rough, especially when you don't have like the optimal setup here.
It's also not easy to do anyway into Levy, just because they are saying -10, I draw one, you know? So not only are the attacks easier to guard, they now have more resources to work with to then guard those attacks.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing as well, because like the trouble is like with Doji, I think that's like why Doji falls off, because like so many of the new support decks are just like able to stabilize that way, in the way they're like it loses to, right? Because like Doji is a tempo deck where it can't let your opponent to catch a breath, and if they catch a breath, you probably lose that game. But again, that's the choice you make. I mean, it led him to top cut. It led him to have one of his fresh now generators.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can criticize all we want, but at the end of the day, it clearly works, right? I mean,
it's good enough for the top 16.
And so what we're probably going to do is probably take a quick little break, and we'll come back for top 8 in just a few minutes. So
Another
guys,
week.
Shut the. So stay safe, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.
Right.